Hi there. Looking up the word cheesy in the dictionary, I found blatantly inauthentic. So this cheesy trap, courtesy of the great Chernev, doesn't seem to be too authentic in the sense that I've no record of anyone ever having fallen for this line because it's so replete with senseless and inaccurate moves. Still, it was delivered with Chernev's typical inimitable enthusiasm, so we're going to take a look at it anyway. This is the Cheesy Chernev in the Spanish. e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5 and a6. The bishop drops back to a4 and knight f6. All regular theory, hitting the pawn on e4, and white castles. And rather than taking on e4 or closing with bishop e7, black can try this move we've seen before, bishop c5, and here white can try knight takes e5, and you can see a video on this, the Dracula Frankenstein trap, well worth checking out. Instead, white can try c3, aiming to play d4, and in anticipation of this, black drops the bishop back immediately to a7. And after d4, here we're looking at this move, knight takes on e4, a little bit dangerous, because after rook e1, that knight is under fire and the e-file is potentially going to open up in white's favor. Well, instead of playing d5, we're looking at the move f5 here. Probably inaccurate, and white wants to now drive that knight off the e-file. And the move knight bd2 has been played. Perhaps black some time ago should have got b5 in. Anyway, he has to deal now with this knight on e4. So we're going to look at knight takes on d2, which is a bad move again by black. And white's already winning here, no doubt, with many variations. Well, obviously, knight takes e5 is well worth considering. That certainly looks the best. Bishop takes on d2. But Chernev suggested this slightly inferior but aesthetic continuation, knight takes on d2. And now the pawn is under fire on e5, and black plays wrongly again by advancing the pawn to e4. This allows white a lovely finale with a sacrifice. Knight takes on e4, and black here castles. We're going to see what happens soon if f takes on e4. After castles, now bishop g5 is hitting the queen. The queen dare not run over to the e-file because that will be met with knight f6 check, and that's going to pick up the queen. So the knight drops back from c6 to interpose on e7, and now the knight on e4, which is under fire, drops back to g3 to release the rook's threat on the knight. And after the rook defends with rook f7, queen to e2 first, more pressure on this knight. And when the king moves over to add a third defender to the knight, now knight takes f5 is picking up material and winning here for white. There was one variation that we should take a look at. If f takes on e4, then white will be winning with rook takes e4, will probably do the job best. Okay, so this has been the Cheesy Chernev in the Spanish, Ray Lopez. Hope you found it useful, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.